Hmm.
Are there a lot?
Technically, it could happen at any point. Traditionally,
Okay.
12, one per pay per view. That rule's kind of gone out the window the past couple of years, but
Okay.
so has the potential to be a lot.
Okay. Can you read the choices again?
Absolutely. So, how many times has John Cena won a world title? Is it 10 times, 20 times, 16 times, 13 times?
I'm gonna say 16.
16 is correct.
Yes.
So, John Cena throughout his career, if my Google quick search is to be trusted, he has won 25 championships in his career. He has won the World Championship 16 times, 13 times with the WWE Heavyweight Championship, and 3 times with the World Heavyweight Championship. I believe he currently is holds the record for most along with Ric Flair. All right. Question 17. What New York venue does WWE consider home?
Madison Square Garden?
It is Madison Square
Yeah.
Garden. All right. Question 18. Where is the WWE Performance Center located? Multiple choice.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
Okay, off to a great start.
Yep.
Multiple choice. We got New York, Florida, Connecticut, or California.
I'm gonna say Florida.
Florida is correct. So,
Yeah.
the WWE Performance Center is where they train either people who are green just starting wrestling or the people who they've hired from independent promotions, kind of get them used to their style. It's got a full out gym, it's got medical facilities for people recovering from injury, and it's pretty much where the NXT guys hang out when they're not performing.
Wow, I don't know why I guessed Florida.
Mm.
I do know why.
Okay.
It was that one up, up, down, down video where Austin Creed went to visit what's his face.
Mm-hmm. Tyler Breeze.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's
What's
his
his butt?
face?
At his house.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked like it was Florida.
Okay.
That's why I guessed
All
Florida.
right. It works. All right. Going back to the Royal Rumble. Who returned at the 2020 Royal Rumble and has a match this weekend? You were watching? Well, you weren't watching, but you were
My
on the
God.
phone with your feet.
Returned.
Who returned? That's a big word there. Returned and
Okay.
has a match this weekend.
Yikes.
Your B had a pretty big reaction when when this person came out, as did many people.
I have a hint.
Hmm. I could give you his nickname. I don't know how much of a hint that would be.
All right.
The Rated R Superstar.
Wow. That's a
That did
tough
nothing. All
call.
right.
That's great.
That's fair.
Yikes.
Hmm. Trying to think
I
who
don't know if
else.
I'm going to get this one. I don't think I know.
All right. Do you want another hint, or are you just?
Okay, give me one more hint. Also, I love that nickname, but also doesn't make sense because isn't it all supposed to be PG now?
I mean, now they're slowly skirting away from it, but still tying into it. They weren't PG yet when
Okay.
this guy was like
Oh, okay.
prime. His name starts with an E. I don't know if that helps. Hmm. It's not even a real
I think I'm
technically
gonna have to take the
name.
L on this one. I don't know.
All right, it is
I don't think
Edge.
I.
Edge. He returned from retirement and now has a week or a match this weekend against Randy Orton.
Against who?
Randy Orton.
Oh, okay. I don't
Yeah.
think that.
Question.
Well, we foreshadowed how that one will go.
Question number 20. What is Bray Wyatt's current character / persona?
Uh-oh.
It's a more creepy / scary persona.
Current. Like, he's currently active.
He is currently active as this person.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Creepy / scary. Is it Tattoo Man?
It is not Aleister Black, no.
Okay, is it... Is Aleister Black the guy that comes up out of the ground?
Yeah,
like
he's got the hands up. Yeah.
Oh, crap. That's okay. Well, Alright.
So I'm pretty sure you've seen this character. There was a very distinguishable thing this person wears that makes him creepy / scary.
All I'm thinking about is that one video that we watched that was... I think it was all past people.
Okay.
Who were, like, outrageous.
Uh-huh.
And all I can think about is the boogeyman, and I'm very disturbed, and I don't like it, and I don't want to think about it anymore.
Gotcha.
I don't know if I know this one either.
Okay. Would Mask help you out anymore?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
Hmm.
Because, like, I think I keep picturing the ones from that video that are past.
Yeah, that was made
ones.
before he was this current character.
Okay. Then, no, I don't think I know.
Alright. So he is still himself Bray Wyatt, but then he has his alternate persona, which is the Fiend. He wears a mask that looks like skin pulled back, and he's got teeth and, like, really red bloodshot eyes. Yeah, you should look at that.
I'm looking it up.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he's pulling this, like, dual personality thing. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I don't know if I've ever... This doesn't look familiar to me. I don't know if I've ever seen this before.
Alright.
I don't like it.
Alrighty. Next question. Question 21. What are NXT pay-per-views / events called?
They're not called pay-per-views?
They are not.
Uh-oh.
They have a certain name. I'll give you a hint if needed.
Yes.
Okay. So the whole event name is NXT blank New York, NXT blank Portland, NXT blank
Takeover?
It is Takeover. Good job.
Yeah.
All right. Question 22. Going back to Mr. Randy Orton. What is Randy Orton's finisher name? Hint. It was a popular internet trend. Blank out of nowhere.
Blank out of nowhere. Can you tell me the first letter?
R.
R.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what I was thinking. Uh-oh.
It's not Super Kick.
R. If you're listening to this audio only, I'm currently, like, making R sound with my mouth, I'm probably looking really stupid.
No.
And it was a meme?
It was a meme. Okay. It was a meme before the word meme was around, as far as I am aware. So.
Okay.
But yes, essentially what memes are. It was that.
I don't know.
All right.
And you're going to tell me, and I'm going to go,
Well, maybe.
Okay, tell me what it is.
All right. The finisher name is RKO. It was RKO out of nowhere. People would take him and edit him into videos, either knocking down kids or catching people or just sneaking up on them. And then when they would fall, he would be grabbing them. Yeah. So it kind of.
That doesn't sound RK. What does that stand for?
It is his initials. Randall Keith Orton, RKO. Yep. So, in wrestling, it can pretty much pop up out of nowhere. The man leaps up, grabs their head, turns around, and just drops them. So, yeah, it...
Oh, I remember seeing him do that.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you can do it at any time. There was one time Evan Bourne attempted his finisher by doing a backflip while going, like, forwards, called a shooting star press. He would do the backflip and like land on his stomach on the guy. He attempted to do that, and Randy got up, and as Evan rotated out of it, he caught his head, and they dropped. It was so awesome.
That makes me so nervous. Just thinking about that, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's too many times in wrestling where I'm like, but his neck. Like, this man is gonna be paralyzed.
Question 23. The Undertaker did have an undefeated streak at WrestleMania. How long did it last? Multiple choice. Did he go 10-0, 28-0, 21-0, 35-0?
You read the options again.
Yep. 10-0, 28-0, 21-0, 35-0. And just a reminder, this weekend is WrestleMania 36.
Okay. I think it's 10.
You think he went 10 undefeated?
Yeah.
No, this man went 21-0.
Oh my
until
God.
he lost to Brock Lesnar. Part-time bitch. I'm not bitter about it at all. Don't worry.
No strong feelings about
Nope,
that.
none at all. It's a moment that
That
shook
seems like
wrestling
so
at its
many.
core. It is. It was a lot.
If there's only 36?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think.
I also didn't know that he had been wrestling for so long.
Yep. Yep. He lost at WrestleMania 30. That's when 21-1 happened. Since then, I believe he is 24-2 or something like that. Maybe 25-2.
Okay.
He lost
Okay.
one other time, and after the match, he left his ring gear. He had like a trench coat and a hat and gloves that he'd always wear. He left that in the middle of the ring when he left, and people thought that was his retirement. JK, 9 months later, he popped up and then did WrestleMania the next year. So it was like, what?
He just didn't know where to put his stuff.
I guess
He's
so.
just like, okay, I guess I'll just leave it here. I don't know.
So he'll be wrestling again this weekend against AJ Styles in whatever a boneyard match is.
Boneyard match.
Yeah, they're getting a little creative, with the stuff going on. All right, this next one.
Okay, well, now I really want to know what a boneyard match
I'll
is.
let you know when I see it. Either tonight or tomorrow. All right, question 24 is a true or false question.
Okay.
A woman won the Miss WrestleMania Battle Royale at WrestleMania 25.
Well, I hope Amanda didn't win Miss WrestleMania. Is that even a thing? I guess that's part of the question. No, fuck, man. A man probably. I'm gonna say false. Okay. I'm gonna save my commentary until I'm gonna say false.
Is that your official answer?
Yes.
That is correct. It is false. A man won the Miss WrestleMania Battle Royale at WrestleMania 25.
Oh no.
Yep, it was a big waste of time, and nobody really enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure. But yes, a man by the name of Santino Marella cross-dressed as his sister, Santina Marella, and she won it and on her debut at WrestleMania 25, and it was dumb.
That's really dumb.
Yeah, this was before we really started pushing in the right direction with ladies in wrestling, but
yeah, I was gonna say, even I'm like slightly, even with the name Miss WrestleMania, like it's not a pageant. I mean, I guess it was kind of.
Yeah, they've
before
had that.
Women actually started, like actually wrestling. Anyways, that's a different discussion.
Right.
Different day.
Question 25. Can you name 3 wrestlers who have done movies? There are a plethora of options, but can you name 3?
Yeah. Okay, who have just that they've been in a movie.
That they've been in a movie.
Okay, Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Good.
Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
Ooh, was he in a movie or just a show?
No, he was in a movie.
Okay. Uh-oh. John Cena.
There we go. All right.
Yeah.
Nice. Others include Stone Cold Steve Austin, Ronda Rousey, Andre the Giant, and your favorite movie ever.
Oh, shit. That's my favorite movie.
Yep.
I always forget that he was a wrestler.
Batista.
That's the only context that I have really ever seen him in is that movie. What movie was Ronda Rousey in?
Before she was a WWE superstar, she was in Fast and the Furious.
Oh, well, I haven't seen any of those.
Well, there you go. And then, yeah, like I mentioned, Batista, he's Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy. But I know you're not a big Marvel fan, so. But, alrighty, question number 26. How long was the longest WrestleMania's runtime, including pre-shows? Multiple choice. Was it 5 hours, 6.5 hours, 7.5 hours, or 8 hours?
I mean, they're all possible answers because they can drag on forever. I'm going to go for it and say 8 hours.
8 hours is close but not correct. Last year's WrestleMania 35, went for 7.5 hours, including pre-shows.
Was that a single
That was
event?
one night.
I mean, it's okay, one night. It wasn't like over 2 nights.
This is the first time. This is the first time WrestleMania is being over multiple nights. So I think this one will be 8, if not more, because there's a 1 hour pre-show each night, and then there's 3 hours of content. So at least by that would be 8 automatically. But we'll see.
Okay, what do they do in the pre-show?
So pre-show, it's mainly analysts or former legends and commentators talking about each of the matches, hyping them up, et cetera, or possible backstage interviews. And then they have a habit of throwing maybe 1, maybe 2 matches on the pre-show, which usually no one cares about, and they don't go for that long. So it's like, what's the point? But they do it anyway. Whoops.
All right.
Question number 27. Which of these championships have not been established in WWE? Have not. Intercontinental Championship, United States Championship, North American Championship, European Championship, or none of the above? Meaning they were all established.
Okay. I know 2 of them for sure.
Okay.
Are.
Both are correct, are and were. Whoops.
Can you read them again?
Sure. Intercontinental Championship, United States Championship, North American Championship, European Championship, or none of the above?
I think it's United States Championship.
So you think United States has not been established?
Right, because I think it's just North American.
That is incorrect. United States Championship is a thing. In fact, all of them were or / are a thing. Intercontinental Championship and United States Championship, one is Raw, one is SmackDown. North American Championship is on NXT, and the European Championship used to be on TV back in the mid-2000s.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only ones that I for sure remember you saying are Intercontinental and North American. Okay.
Gotcha. All right, question number 28. We're almost there. Who is hosting this year's WrestleMania? Is it The Rock, Hulk Hogan, Vin Diesel, or Rob Gronkowski?
He's not a wrestler. That's never stopped them before. Muppets on there. Okay, I have a question that is not
sure
really related to this question, kind of.
Okay.
Was Vin Diesel ever a wrestler, or is he just?
As far as I know,
dude
no.
Who
He's
might
just
be there?
Dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's John Cena.
John Cena is not one of the 4 options here.
He said he was the first one.
I said The Rock, Hulk Hogan, Vin Diesel, Rob Gronkowski.
Oh, okay. Well,
I was like, oh, we're going to the mystery 5th option. The right option, yeah. None of the above.
Option E. Just make up my own. Okay, well, you know what? I'm just going to go with Rob Gronkowski because I have no idea. Maybe he will be there. Maybe he likes wrestling. Nobody's playing football right now.
Rob Gronkowski is correct. So yes, Rob Gronkowski retired from football, actually. He's no longer a Patriot.
Oh.
And he is now signed with the WWE, so I guess he wants to wrestle. Yeah. He has a good friend over there, Mojo Rawley, who had a good thing going back like 3 years. Now he's been kind of doing nothing, so I don't get it. But yeah, he is hosting tonight / tomorrow's WrestleMania. What he's going to do with that, who knows? The Rock has hosted. The Hulk Hogan has hosted. Vin Diesel has not hosted, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have anything to do with wrestling. But also, that doesn't seem to be a prerequisite for hosting.
Well, hosting WrestleMania, I believe only wrestlers have. Because I was trying to figure out, like, who would be believable enough to put in this multiple choice. Mm-hmm. I know Alexa Bliss, who is a current wrestler there. When she was injured, she hosted, which was weird because, I mean, she's popular, but she wasn't that popular. I don't know. The New Day have hosted WrestleMania when the Hardy Boys returned, which was awesome. Who else has hosted? Stone Cold might have.
Does Rob Gronkowski count as a wrestler, though?
If he's technically hired, I would say yes. Has he wrestled in a match? Not other than just a cheap pop during one of the Battle Royales, whatever, a couple years ago. So, he'd be the first celebrity that I can think of, unless I'm forgetting. So, there might have been a celebrity host. But obviously it shows how important the host is for WrestleMania. It doesn't matter! All right, question number 29. How many times have women been the main event / final match at WrestleMania? Is it 1 time, 3 times, 4 times, or never?
Okay, now when you say, well, okay, I have so many questions.
Yeah.
I don't know how to ask them.
So key term is final match. So like they have numerous main events technically.
Okay.
So that's why I included final match. So like the go home match.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I don't have much confidence in wrestling to make women a main event. I'm going... Ooh, but do I want to say 1? I want to say 0, but I also want to say 1. Were both of those options?
Yeah, it was 1, 3, 4, never.
I'm going to say 1.
1 time is correct. I believe it was last year WrestleMania. It was Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Wait, was that the match? Was it triple threat? Yeah, I was pretty sure it's triple threat. Yeah, it's triple threat. All right. Last question. Oh, as we're getting some static and robot in the feed. Hold on. Let that clear up. Come on, video. Let's do this. Okay, better. Hello. Question number 30. This one's going to be an interesting one.
All right.
What was my first WrestleMania I watched live on TV?
Oh, no. Like what number?
What number?
Okay. Okay. Now, you may have been a tiny baby.
Okay.
And like your dad was watching and you were there watching it, but you wouldn't remember it. Does that count?
No.
Okay, the first one that you like chose to watch, you were like, I want to watch this.
Correct.
Okay. How long have you been a wrestling fan? Probably forever.
Wow, it's almost like she didn't listen to the podcast when Kyle Stevenson, aka Who Dat Ninja, was on.
Almost. Although I did listen to that one.
Yeah,
so
I know.
Let's just don't have any excuses there. Oh no. Okay. I'm gonna say you were probably 7 years old.
Okay, it's not a WrestleMania
That would
number,
be-
though.
In 2000.
Okay, so you think WrestleMania 2000, aka 16.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. This is mostly a guess. I think you were, because I feel like you probably were pretty little. But then old enough to... I'm sorry if you...
He's trying to break in. That's
right now. He's like, I want to guess. I'm going with that. I don't know.
Okay. All right. It is not WrestleMania 2000, aka WrestleMania 16.
Okay.
It was WrestleMania 23. So, I had action figures and had watched one VHS of Shawn Michaels super kicking his partner and then throwing him through a barbershop window while they disbanded.
Like you do.
Yep. I had action figures, but I hadn't really watched wrestling for the longest time until middle school, where I was watching SummerSlam, which is an event in August, at my uncle's house while my family was like having a poker night. I watched that, got really back into wrestling, and WrestleMania 23 was the first WrestleMania that we watched. And I remember it distinctively because the first match was the Money in the Bank ladder match. My boy Jeff Hardy did not win. But there was that moment. There was a great match between Shawn Michaels and John Cena that was amazing. There was a lot of crap on that show too. But that's the first WrestleMania that I watched live on TV. I've watched everyone since that point. Have not been to one live, unfortunately. Maybe one day, we'll see. But maybe one day.
Okay, well, has your dad been a wrestling fan for a long time?
He has been a wrestling fan for a long time. I think he fell out of it too. I think he got back into it actually when I started getting back into it, to be honest. Like, I know he watched some of the Attitude Era, WCW era, which was like late 1990s to early 2000s. But I think, he fell out of it and then picked it back up when I did.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. Retroactively, I had DVDs of all of the WrestleMania, so I have seen all of them, but 23 was the first one I watched that night.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't even get to watch it all because it was a school night, so I had to watch the rest. Yeah, he taped it, so I had it on the VHS. Oh boy, still VHS then. So. All right, B, nice job with quiz number 2.
Yeah.
I hope you had fun. Do you want me to tell you how many you got right?
I do. I think it will be great. But I'm curious to know.
You came out on the better half again. You got 16 and a quarter correct.
Yeah.
Good job,
I'm pretty sure that's still a failing grade, but
we're not teachers. So there's Wrestling Quiz Part 2. If you guys enjoyed that, please let us know. Maybe we'll do Wrestling Quiz Part 3 and figure out what's going on there. And
these are great.
Yeah.
I love these.